I have no idea.
We
I don't even
have
know.
a lost episode now. So.
Don't even remind me.
Lost episode. So we're gonna make this episode kind of fix our mistake. Well, I mean,
My mistake.
yeah.
My 100% mistake. Don't you fuck. You fuck. So many props I have here.
You get shot by nerf.
So, welcome back to the Backrooms podcast. I'm your host, Benny. Next to me, literally live right now, is
Jairo. It's my
Yeah.
Jairo. I have like a billion names. Cream Bean Machine. Oh, did you hear about that thing that's gonna happen with YouTube where essentially you can get like custom card names or something?
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, where people can get like so it's gonna be like people can multiple people can have the same username, but like if you claim it first, then you're like has it first.
Oh, okay. I mean, does that have to deal with like subscribers and whatnot as well, who claims first, or is it literally just like I have it?
Yeah, you have it, and then you're the person that gets to have that name.
Oh, I should really crack down on BKJ,
Yeah,
because there's one guy that like does vlogs and shit, and I'm like, oh my god,
Robbed him.
I want to rob him, bro. I want BKJ.
Yeah, it's happening soon. Like it's gonna be like, so when you click on your profile, there's gonna be like a card with your name on it.
That's cool.
So yeah.
I hope that changes links, because my link is do like it space BKJ,
Yeah.
but my channel name is BKJ. Oh man, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
I thought it do like it BKJ was awesome, but no, it's not. I mean, can we talk about these lost episodes? Because you have the shit-eating grin, but it's like you really want to talk about it.
The lost episode.
The lost episode.
The creepypasta.
So, Buns can't glue them, right? There was supposed to be an episode where we were going to. Well, I mean, hopefully in the future it'll fucking be out. It'll just be out of order, out of sync. We talked about COD.
Yeah.
And we talked about our past COD bullshit, right? Where we started, how we like COD, how we hate it now.
Yeah.
And silly old me was trying to put out another video of some of, I don't know, the Mario movie trailer type bullshit. And it wasn't rendering all the way, and I was like, oh, maybe it's because I don't have enough space. And yeah, so the recordings are all gone.
It's gone.
Especially with the Mario movie trailer.
Oh no, you lost that one too?
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it's just like, I literally, the day that happened, I got done with both episodes, both videos, and I was just like, I was so done. So there should be a Minecraft episode that's going to be very funny, probably after this video goes up. So yeah, I'm very mad. But if there's a way that I can get those fucking things back, greatly appreciated, and then, you know, well, it'll be good from there, and I won't be mad anymore.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm fucking pissed off of myself and that little fucking face you're giving me right now.
No, you are. I'm smoking
No,
my
okay.
THC fucking pen, but essentially, it's kind of like, have you ever heard the fucking Invader Zim creepypasta or the fucking Squidward creepypasta? No. Fucking hate you. It was like Squidward had like bloody eyes and was like evil or something. It was
Yeah.
stupid. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
No. No, I remember when I was younger, I used to like creepypastas a lot. So I would go on YouTube and like I would fucking hear number 15.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You wanna know what my creepypasta was?
What?
That I then tried to make like a fan fiction of, not
What?
even gonna lie.
What?
It was do you know Tails doll?
I already know. Yes, I know what Tails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a creepypasta of how Sonic and Tails like fucking found the Tails doll. I shit you not. It's probably somewhere on the internet that I have like no access to anymore. If I did, I fucking want to see what I fucking wrote as I was probably like 14, 15 at the time.
Oh my
So yeah, 15-year-old me.
Yeah, no, I used to be scared of the Tails doll. So
Yeah.
my dad would give me his like laptop, right? Would have Magic Jack on it, and like there would be like 1,000.
What's Magic Jack?
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a little too young, man.
Okay, so do you know
No.
international calls or anything like that? You know, like fucking.
I actually
use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
it was the before WhatsApp,
Yeah.
but essentially it was like a little device that you can plug into your computer.
Mhm.
And it was called Magic Jack, and they would charge you for the service. You'd plug in your computer, internationally call people. This is before even like you know, Skype even did it, or you know,
Uvu.
Discord or Uvu, yeah, Uvu or Kick. They would use and Magic Jack was popular for like Hispanics.
Really?
It's just a really because Hispanics and Indians. I don't know, because when I went to there's a street, I think in Elizabeth. It's like with the Colombian flag. They were selling those everywhere.
Oh, so it was like a
Hispanic
device.
What?
It was a device. It wasn't like a program.
No, it came with the program. So when you saw it, there's a program. It was Magic Jack, and essentially you'd pay monthly for this service, so they
Oh,
could talk to
dude,
you.
I have a strange feeling that so many people got around that
Yeah.
by having the actual device and just like
Yeah.
going through the code and whatnot.
Yeah. I feel like there was definitely a way, but my dad was like 50 and like Colombian, so it was like I'm gonna pagar esa puta program.
You can't just do that to me, man.
Yeah.
You he looked at me with these big old eyes, and I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
No, but it was like that. But yeah, no. Okay, so what was it going? So I used to be on my dad's like computer, and like I would look up like strange shit. On the internet.
I mean, we all did as a kid.
Yeah. But basically, like I used to I think YouTube had recommended me the Tails doll, and I remember my parents were sleeping in the fucking beds and stuff, and I was like watching. Like I took my dad's computer in my room, and I was watching the Tails doll, and I was scared to sleep. I was just scared to sleep. I was scared to sleep. It was like I think middle school me, like 8th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
I was scared.
That's so funny because, like, even younger than that for me, like literally family, like HP laptop, right, would go online. I don't even know what I fucking watched. Oh wait, it was probably some source filmmaker type bullshit, right?
What?
Like The Man with No Face. That's a fucking classic. Or some like source filmmaker, you know, type bullshit. And man, you suck that fucking thing dry.
I literally am just.
Yeah, you literally what? Because I'm gonna bleep it out with the fucking.
No.
But I remember like literally looking at that. Right, I'm gonna say literally a lot.
Literally.
And like being in my sister's room because that's where the HP laptop was. And not knowing that I could take it really anywhere. And being on Roblox, listening to Chugga Conroy. I don't know if you know who this man is. He's such an amazing YouTuber, I gotta say. In the past, with just old Nintendo games. And just being like, it's like 11 o'clock, 12, I can't go to bed. I'm scared. I can't go to bed. Literally waiting for the sun to come up, and me being like, I can go to bed now. It's safe.
Oh yeah, that's kind of how I am sometimes. Like, like recently now, like, I don't know. I would just overthink or get stressed out by a certain situation, and like, I would think somebody's watching me, and then I would not sleep the whole night until it was like 9 a.m.
Fuck,
Like it
man.
feels like a demonic thing or something, and I'm like, why do I feel like a demon's watching me?
Well, I don't know how like active your imagination is, to be honest.
Pretty active.
Like my nightmares were like borderline night terrors for me as a kid.
Oh, they would appear when you were awake?
A little bit, like it.
Oh
I no more of the sense of like
That's
it.
terrifying.
It got to the point where like I almost started like I would wake up sweating, like covered in just sweat, like my bed is wet, right? And like me almost waking up like screaming, right? And then meanwhile, it's like in the it's gonna sound so funny in the dream,
Yeah.
right? I'm explaining this to you and to very few people, like. I'm being chased by velociraptors.
That's fucking hilarious.
Even though like the movie that I watched was about Alien Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
Or no, Prometheus. It was Prometheus. And we came from the movies, and my dad's actually like so sad because he was like, oh, I thought it was going to be about Greek mythology, and then all of a sudden it's like the prelude to fucking Alien. And me as a kid, it's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like all this fucking shit, even though Prometheus is a really shitty fucking prologue.
Wait, was Prometheus the
Prometheus and Alien Covenant are both movies before the first Alien movie.
Yeah, so it was basically the movie where was it the astronauts come to this planet, and it's like
the main question,
they're like a virus, right? Like they're like a dust.
Yeah. So, but the main question of why they went to the planet, and this is somewhat like it's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
The main reason why they go to the planet is because they have the technology to figure out who made them. Because like there's this whole like theory of like, well, we weren't just plopped in the middle of like we weren't just plopped in the middle of like the universe and everything revolves around us, like how Catholicism or Christianity says it. Like we figured out that we were made by something, and we want to find out like who made us so that maybe we can figure out like who made them, and like if this is just a whole cycle of who made who and whatnot, or if like there are these higher beings, right? And then that's like the fucking big ass like gray ass guy with the black hair, like who rips the fucking android in half.
Yeah.
Like that's who they figure out, and he
Gray man.
He then a fucking alien pops out of him. Some random fucking morph or whatever the fuck it's called. It's called something completely different. It's blue. It like opens his mouth and then all of a sudden it's like fucking whatever.
I feel like did they ever explain that or no?
No, they never go back to it, which is why it's fucking dumb. It's like, why did you even add that?
I feel like
just to be like, oh yeah, it's a prequel to Alien.
They just surprised you with it.
And then Covenant comes around, and then that's even more dumb because then you realize like all of this shit was like the alien life form is made by the android. The one that got ripped in half in fucking Prometheus.
Wasn't he alive though?
He was, because he's an android. He was only a head, and then he built himself with like the main protagonist, who was the woman. Which, to be honest, like as a kid, like, and as an adult now, looking back, like, didn't know who the fucking protagonist of that movie was until the very end.
That's hilarious.
It was such a shitty movie. Like, it still scared me. But, like, as a kid, I even knew that was such a shitty movie. Yeah. And then Covenant was just, like, they had, like, the alien do a whole Jesus thing. Like, stand up and be like, ah! And, like, even the fucking android is like, ah! Like, looking at him with, like, his arms fucking out, doing a T-pose.
Yeah.
It's fucking, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, oh my god. It's
so dumb.
That sounds dumb as fuck.
It sounds dumb as fuck. And you want to know something?
What?
It's all, like, it's all the android's fault. Because then another android who looks exactly like him comes. And before they go into hypersleep, he's like, oh, I'm the other one. And then puts the fucking alien, like, the little fucking baby in the disc thing. I can't think of right now. the little zygote with like the other babies.
Yeah.
And it's just like, sleep tight, oh my god. And then that's Alien 1.
Okay, so I'm just trying to understand, where do predators fit in? Because like
That's technically like a whole different universe. Because in technicality, like everything that Prometheus does and Covenant does not make any sense in that. Because predators use like the face hugger to then make more aliens, because aliens are technically like the biggest threat to a predator, which means it's like the biggest hunt, because all that predators like to do is the great hunt, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I have the Fortnite skin. Okay.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to be like to say some fucking, I can't, why the fuck can I not think right, Bloodhound type shit.
Bloodhound.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What?
No, fucking Bloodhound be like, Bloodhound literally like in Apex is like,
yeah.
So just fucking throws a chair at like the nearest person.
It's like that fucking it's like that fucking kill a kill like meme where like Ryoko like takes the chair and she like folds it and throws it at someone. Yeah. Yeah, are you just singing the intro?
Yeah, I fucking love Kill la Kill, but also that one scene with the mother, and that was probably the worst part about the series.
I have no idea.
I don't want to repeat it, but also there was just that one scene. It was pretty bad.
So if you guys know that one scene that I have no idea about, yeah.
Pretty bad.
I have
the only bad thing about the end.
You want to know what's funny? What? And this is spoilers, and I actually didn't know this. When I was watching Kill la Kill, like my girlfriend was like, "Oh my god, that's really good," and I was like, "Yeah, you know, I just have like a strange feeling," and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "That like the main antagonist is like the main protagonist's fucking sister." And she's like, "Oh yeah, she is." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, you're just lying to me." Yeah. And then I get spoiled with her sisters. You didn't know.
No, I did.
Okay. I was about to say, did I spoil it for you? Because I hope I didn't.
No. Okay, so do you want to know what the main villain is?
I don't.
No, guess what the main villain is.
Their father.
No, the opposite.
Their grandfather.
No.
Their mother?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm still going to probably finish it at some point. And listen to Matt Mercer again.
Yeah, but there's a no scene that you'll know, and you'll be like,
it's they probably all become naked, and it's like this really cool bonding scene. But
no, they're naked though.
But they're naked. That's like it's such a weird fucking concept. I'm not gonna lie. Kill la Kill is we were supposed to talk something completely different. This is the whole like, dude. This is the whole fucking camping, but it turned into some other shit.
Yeah.
Don't lose your way. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We'll talk about it later. But like, holy fucking shit. That the show is so weird. Yeah. It's so interesting, but so weird. Kill la Kill.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's like, oh yeah, we get naked and we get more powerful, or we get closer to being naked and we get more powerful with these suits. Yeah. And it's like, that's cool if everyone was like 18 plus, but then you realize that like this militaristic fucking government idea that they have is for this fucking high school.
Yeah, I don't know why they're kind of like on the news about like high school. Like it's not. They're not 18. They're like 16.
They're like 16.
They're like 16. They're not like 18. Like they're like growing up and shit, and they're like living life. And no, they have to be at the pinnacle of like. they have to somehow come out of middle school.
I mean, okay, right. I mean, this goes back to like the whole like, well, what's animation's like age range? Right, and like what is animation for? And this goes back to like the argument that I love, that I am on the side of the director of Ratatouille, which is like animation isn't a genre. It's its own thing, right? Like when it comes to movies and when it comes to shows, because like then you have like the horror genre. And like an animated show or movie can be horror. But and then it's like if you're talking about genre, then you have all these subgenres, and it's like why the fuck, you know, like how does this all make sense? Like, because then what you're saying is like a show like Dora and a show like fucking the Venture Brothers are both equal, and they're not. Their genres are completely different.
I mean, okay, but I can't digress. I just the ages are weird. Like
No. What I'm saying is what I'm saying is like for that their genre, their age range is that age range of like 16, 17-year-olds, right? Yeah. So like that's not weird. But it's not weird when it's like, well, 16 and 16-year-olds, whatever, right? But like, it is weird when it's like, I'm 21, and it's like, these 16-year-olds are acting like 18-plus-year-olds, but they're still 16-year-olds, and they're being treated like they're 18-plus, and like, they're almost getting fucking naked, and really the only things that are like, blocking them are like the true anime tropes of like, you know, the mist, right? Or like that little fucking leaf that is like perfect in front of the guy's crotch, right? It's so weird.
Yeah, but you're basically saying that, you know, the animation just only applies because their environment, or I guess Japanese people are just kind of more, their environment's more different.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. Like, their environment is hugely different. I mean, we're not going to talk about, like, the age of consent and whatnot, but I mean, for Japan, it's lower. It's way lower than most fucking places, man. It's probably the lowest at some point.
Well, actually, let's look it up. Did it change?
I'd rather not do it on the computer right now.
What is the age of consent in Japan?
Yeah.
We need to lock you up, sir.
You need to stop doing that shit. Okay, did I have porn on my phone? No. This is gonna...
You don't delete your porn?
Sometimes, man. I mean, you know.
And sometimes you keep it for later.
What is the age of consent in the Japan? And 16.
It's still 16.
Wait, currently the age of consent in Japan is 13, but the proposed revision would raise it by 3 years to 16. 2 days ago. To amend the country's penal code and raise the age... Oh, to raise the age of consent. So currently, right now, if this whatever is not passed, the age of consent in Japan, guys, is 13.
Okay, that's where I leave.
Yeah, I mean,
that's where I
mean, I'm not saying that is just, you know, the given whatnot. Japan is a completely different place than America, you know, and just like Canada and just like Europe and whatnot, different laws, different whatever, right? But I think we're also not saying that is that is definitely a cop-out, because it's not. Like, it's weird. Like, there are certain scenes in Japan or in Japanese media that is just like, what the fuck, you know? I think there's a scene in Naruto where like fucking Sakura is dancing naked, and it's a beautiful scene, I'm not gonna lie. But Sakura, it's like night. Naruto's the only one who sees it. Sakura is dancing naked in like a stream.
What the fuck?
And it's like, and it's beautiful. It's like a ballet, and even Naruto says it. And like later on, they like explain, like Naruto says it, like he's explains it to another character and whatnot, and it's like. And Sakura's there and realizes that Naruto saw her, and that it's like he still didn't know that it was her. And it's like, in context, right? They're the same age, but out of context, it's still the same thing. Like, this is really weird to show my kids, right?
It's like, okay, I keep imagining it's like what cartoons think, and then it's like somebody outside the window creeping on, like staring like this. And that's basically us staring into the show.
Yeah, it's weird.
We're basically like fucking was it SCPs, just staring at glimpses of life.
The fucking Five Nights at Freddy's, like the churning, like, in the background. Yeah.
Where are you?
I mean, I like I said, it then goes back to like, well, what's the age range? Like, if you're 13, you're not gonna think anything twice of it, right? It's like the difference between like. If you're 13, you see a girl who like got water on her, you know, it's like, oh, do you need a towel? Yeah. Right? Like, do you need, you know, to dry yourself off? Now that we're older, it's like, do you need a towel?
Whoa.
It's like for like, you know, it's different for, I don't mean that way. For 13-year-old girl.
I literally was looking at you. I was staring at you for a second. Whoa.
That's not what I meant.
Put down the Nerf gun.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no. But that's not what I'm saying. Not with 13-year-olds, but I mean like with people of our age, right? It's like the one meaning of like of just like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for you in like a good way is kind of like thrown out the window, and it's more of like a sexual thing. Okay. You know what I mean?
We see different aspects more since we're older.
Yeah, since we're older, which is why like a lot of like older adult like jokes in older shows, right? Like Powerpuff Girls, fucking Dexter's Lab, and a bunch of other shit like fly over the kid's head because it's made for, because that joke is made for adults. Yeah. You know? Versus like something that is made for adults first and then it was made for kids second, like I would say like Ratatouille and The Incredibles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? Like The Incredibles, just saying this right now, is made for adults first. I don't understand how a kid is supposed to understand about a midlife crisis, the threat of divorce, and like also death. Yeah, also, like there's a lot of fucking death in Incredibles.
Yeah, also, the mom has a fat ass.
Oh, well, here's the thing. As kids, we all knew the assignment with that one. All right. Yeah. We all were like, even girls were like, I'm feeling something in the weird place. You know, Jairo. That's strike one, my friend.
Why?
Why? No.
Strike like 3, I just die.
Just thunderclaps in the background. Yeah. But I mean, it's oh man, just look, Japan. Fucking, we know what you're doing. Like, fix it, right? Yeah. It's the whole debate as well with like
you get like
what was it called again? Fan service, right? I mean, One Piece is a huge fucking factor when it comes to fan service.
Fairy Tail's worse though.
I think One Piece now is a little bit worse than Fairy Tail, what it was. Oh, personally,
I think I remember where everybody was talking shit about Fairy Tail. They're like, "Oh my god!"
But well, like the only reason why like people like Fairy Tail is because of the fan service.
Yeah, it was because half the main characters be like, "Oh my god, my clothes fell off."
Oh yeah, like fucking the ice dragon who's always, or the ice guy with the black hair, I don't know his name, I forgot it, who's like always takes his clothes off because he's always like too hot.
Yeah, there'd be muscular, like really cute little cats would turn into like muscular, oily, like up fucking females are men, and it would just be
oh my god,
there was a demographic for everybody in Fairy Tail, and it was basically like you might as well just watch porn at this point because it's just everywhere. And Natsu went from bullshit. He went through friendship. Yeah. Like an enemy. No, the time
he won because of friendship.
Yeah, and I'm like,
you wanna know what I hate? That became a trope, but I feel like everyone blames Dragon Ball for that.
No, because they can try to blame Dragon Ball, but I'm going to have to say this. I'm gonna die on this statement. Dragon Ball's for Latinos. Dragon Ball Z is a Latino, like,
you want to know what's funny,
anime.
Dude? You want to know what's funny? No, I'm not even gonna lie. You want to know what's very funny about that? Yeah. And this is real. This is truly real. Literally, this is truly real. In America, a lot of people like Naruto. Like, just the majority of Americans like Naruto like more than any other anime. A lot of like how like South Americans enjoy Dragon Ball Z more than any other anime.
It's because Dragon Ball Z represents like power, and I think, and that's
watch where you're going, man. What do you mean?
What I'm saying is a lot of Latinos beat ass. I'm just saying there's a lot of ass beating, there's a lot of violence in certain areas, and I think as a kid I could resonate like as a Latino man trying to be powerful. I can resonate with Goku just powering up as a Super Saiyan because like I don't know why, but like for some reason I feel like I could just beat the shit out of somebody. I feel like I could say Latino! like I could say something like that, and it's like I think if everywhere you go from like a Latin place, everybody like reps their area of birth. Like you see Puerto Ricans be like, "I'm Puerto Rican," like I'm like okay, and then everybody's
They're powering up.
Yeah, everybody's just like
This is to go even further beyond Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Dominican. I'm Dominican too.
Oh my god.
No.
We send our energy. we send our energy to our fellow Puerto Ricans.
The most powerful Latino is starting to power up.
Oh my god.
And everybody from their like
So who's
Latin...
Broly in your fucking headcanon of?
I think unironically, even though like Brazil isn't like
Oh, I was gonna say Brazilian.
Brazil is literally like a land of like it's like if somebody plopped a portion of Australia into like a southern continent, that would just kind of be Brazil. Because I remember I used to see,
Look, man, we all have our portions of fucking Australia in every single continent.
Yeah, because I remember I used to see documentaries based on like what Brazil was, and I know they had like this really bad like war faction, and there would just be videos of just tanks destroying houses. I'm like, how the fuck did he live through that? Like they'd just run over fucking houses and shit, and I'd be like, okay, back to the point.
Yeah.
Every Latin country has this thing where they think they're better than the other, and they're like, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Like,
yeah, you know, I'm picking up where you're putting down.
Yeah, and what I've noticed that there's demographics to a lot of things, and we're all different but the same at the same time, and that's kind of how Dragon Ball Z is, because like everybody's separated, like everybody's different, right? But I think at the end of the day, they're all fighters.
Mm-hmm.
They're all cut from the same cloth, and that's kind of how Latinos are, and that's why you can relate, because you know we get people. Piccolo's supposed to represent a black man. I'm gonna be real.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Piccolo is one of those characters that everyone's like, yeah, he's black.
And then
same with fucking Knuckles and Darwin from the Amazing World of Gumball.
And I grew up with Latin parents, but my parents would be like, black people bad, right? But in Latin culture, we come in different colors. We come in white. We come in brown. We come in dark brown. And I have multiple people in my family that are like dark skinned, and it's like we're all, even though we all look different, we're fucking the same thing. That's basically what it is. I mean, Piccolo, even though being a Namekian and Goku being a Super Saiyan, or like a Saiyan of any diversity, or a god, or whatever Cell is, which is basically a mixture of a bunch of other races.
He's
at the end of the day, they're all fighters. They're all part of one thing. They're all united.
Yeah.
That's why they're called the Z Fighters. I mean, I'm not saying Cell is the part. He's a fucking villain, but you know what I'm saying. I'm saying the various different people.
That's very interesting that you say that, and how like people see Dragon Ball like that, and even though like Dragon Ball never addresses that, ever fucking addresses that, and then you go to One Piece, and like every single fucking different chapter of One Piece deals with some sort of like really like messed up shit, like child trafficking, racism. I
mean, Dragon Ball deals with racism a lot because of Frieza.
Oh no, yeah, but like what I mean is, okay, you silly monkeys, dude. I don't know if I explained this to you. When me and my friend Garrett and my dad went to see the Broly movie, it was like literally 5 minutes in, right? Because it goes to the past of like King Vegeta addressing King Cold, right? And like King Cold is like, oh yeah, my son, not Cell, God, Frieza, he's here and he's even more dastardly than me. And Frieza literally like just 5 seconds of screen time looks at everyone and he's like, oh you monkeys. And my friend Garrett are like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. It's the weirdest thing, but it's like
the actor's more like you watch the English dub, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I watched the sub, and Frieza doesn't say monkey a lot at all.
I mean,
the Frieza, but like the English dub,
dude, because I mean, it's like I think because as like Americans go, we want to show that like that is fucking bad. And as well as, like, truly, like, what Frieza represents, which is fucking racism. But, I mean, back to what I was saying with One Piece, right? Like, like racism, fucking like child labor, child like slavery as well, well, slavery in general, and like all this shit like is heavily addressed, and yet like no one fucking talks about that. Yet like Dragon Ball is just such, I guess it's like Dragon Ball is such a like open canvas, right? Where One Piece is like it's like someone already drew, you know, like some fucking masterpiece, and you can only like take like what Oda has made and you know be like, oh, it's like this or it's like that. Well, like you said, right? Like Dragon Ball is just like anyone can take anything from it and apply it to really anything, and it like works. Like how you said, like, you know, with different races and just like how the whole cultures are like different, but yet they're the same and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, I fucking get that, dude. Meanwhile, I only like Dragon Ball Z because I like fighting. Like I like boxing. And like and I got my dad into it because it was like he saw the first episode that he saw was Goku and Captain Ginyu flying and Goku powering up for the first time, getting on like planet Namek. And he was like, whoa, they're fighting. Wait, they're fucking flying? What the fuck? And it's like, yeah, it's like this is the whole show. And oh my god, that and set sail, me and my dad watching all the way up until the Cell Saga. You know. I mean, I'm a Dragon Ball Z nerd, so meanwhile what do you know?
Well, for like Dragon Ball,
anime.
Anime?
Guess. Like what is something that you could say right now, just out of pure ignorance, but because you've watched it so much or you know so much that you could be like, I'm the master of it. Like that's me with Dragon Ball.
I could kind of say, well, I can't really say that for like most anime because I haven't watched anime in a while. Even though like I've been trying to find time to watch it. I've been watching Chainsaw Man recently, but I forgot the name. Well, no, I've watched a lot of anime, like to the point where like in middle school I had this whole fucking binge of anime, even though it was either ecchi or like it had action or anything like that. I've watched Overlord. I've watched well, I regret watching Kiss X Sis. That is an anime that nobody should ever fucking watch.
My friend. The late night on Pornhub, being a kid, being like, what is this? Why is this anime here?
Well, I mean, there wasn't like a full-on sex scene. It was just ecchi with the.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I saw it on YouTube. It was on YouTube.
Oh, well, okay, true. But you're also talking about like when YouTube was the Wild West, man.
Yeah. I remember watching. I regret watching this so much. I want to like fucking burn my eyes.
I want to bleach my eyes.
I want to bleach my eyes. Oh, but basically, back to what I was saying. I said I've watched Death Note. I've watched what was that one anime where what is it called? It was
explain it. I might know, but
yeah. Okay, so it was that really cringy anime where like there was a dude with a scythe and a fucking little girl with blonde hair.
Oh, Soul Eater?
No, I've already watched Soul Eater. Yeah, no, I watched that, but it was
a
another
dude
one.
with a scythe
and he has like bandage. He has a bandaged face. He's like, I'm mad. Yeah, it's a stupid anime.
I wish I knew, man. I don't
know
know
the name of it. I watched K. I watched
don't know.
Hunter
x Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, whatever. Dragon Ball. I've watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I've watched. There was a bunch of anime that I watched like on the side, and I kind of got into like the fixation of it, but essentially it's that trope where somebody dies and becomes reincarnated, and essentially Isekai basically.
Oh my god!
And I remember I milked that trope until it died. I've watched some pretty fucked up animes.
There's that trope, and then there's the trope of like also video games that also kind of falls under.
Yeah.
Like, is it weird picking girls up in a dungeon? I don't know if you've ever watched that.
No, I've watched that.
Yeah, it is a pretty good anime, but like there's a bunch of animes that are literally like, hey, so let's take games and MMOs and whatnot, and let's make it into an anime with a story. I mean, that it literally is all of Sword Art Online.
There's literally one anime that's basically borderline. No, well, it is porn because it's on websites. But
High School DxD.
No.
Okay.
I saw that, but when I was a kid, I was like boner.
Bioner.
Bioner. No, it's that one where he gets revenge on everybody.
That does not sound good. That does not sound like.
I don't wanna like. And
if you say it, I will fucking dude. Just say it. Just say it. Say it for 3 times, like you did in the fucking old recording. You're making me mad, man. You remind me of the old recording.
nah.
Just say it. Just say it, and I'll bleep it out.
Okay, so basically,
Just say it.
I can't even say you're interrupting me. You're interrupting me. Stop. Okay, so basically, he is a sexual assault victim that commits more. He commits rape on like everybody that's wronged him.
Jesus.
It is literally an anime that's like revenge plot. I forgot the Redo Healer.
Oh my Jesus!
Redo.
Yeah, that's on the nose there. That's not
pretty bad. Yeah, and I remember my friend group. They're in a server from Boom Room or whatever. They watched that anime 3 times.
What the why? Why?
I saw it once and I was like, "That's enough. Let's get out of here.
Hope so.
Let's go into the sunset.
Let's watch something else, like Kill la Kill. That's better.
Yeah, but
more tasteful.
I had to like everybody in the server was getting that. And I was like, what the fuck?
Why, man? I mean, there are some anime that I just have to say like should not exist, like Naruto. No. But like
Fairy Tail.
Toriko.
Wait, what's Toriko? Which one was that one?
Okay, I mean. It's so weird to explain this show. No one knows what Toriko is. And you want to know something? I know, I'll explain it. And you want to know something? There was a Toriko, One Piece, and Dragon Ball Z like movie that like had all 3 universes come together. It's the weirdest thing because if you have no idea what Toriko is, which still no one does, probably besides me, it's like this random fucking character that is wearing orange gi like Goku that eats as much as Luffy, and it makes no fucking sense.
Oh, he has blue hair?
He does, I believe so.
Yeah, I saw the crossover.
And it never got an English dub, and I hope it doesn't. Nah, I don't know, maybe. But it literally is if Goku got powers by eating food.
That's it. That's not that bad.
It doesn't sound like a bad anime, and it really isn't. It's more of a very slow, arduous process. It's like you watch JoJo.
Yes.
You've watched part 1.
I watched all of them.
Okay, so you've watched all of part 1.
And kind of read up to 9.
Okay, so take part 1.
Yes.
Make it a whole show. The slow half of part 1 and make it a whole show.
Okay, I'm gonna be real, right? I think part 5, Jorno's thing, is worse than part 1.
I can't put in any input, unfortunately.
If you see that part, you'll be like, oh, part 1 wasn't really that bad.
I personally don't think part 1 is that bad, especially since part 2 is built up with that, and part 3 as well a little bit.
I think it's perfect.
But like what I mean is, it's like it takes so long to get to a fight. And then not only that fight is like dragged on for so fucking long. It is like Dragon Ball Z fighting. Like versus Z Kai. It's so long, it's so arduous. The like beam struggles are so long and the power-ups are so long for no fucking reason. And like it's all based on like, oh, if Toriko eats this really weird fucking food that is prepared in such a specific way,
yeah,
he gets a power.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, oh, they had a collaboration, but like,
no, I'm talking about the show. I'm not even talking about the movie.
Yeah, oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like in the animation that they had. Toriko was like some fucking Jeffrey Dahmer murdering innocent. I thought it was gonna I thought it was gonna get digressed.
No, not that. No, but like this whole world, it's man, there's another anime that I can't think of right now. This whole world is basically like the Misadventures of Flapjack, where like there's Candy Island.
I loved it.
Like you go to places and literally you can eat the grass. Or the grass can be used as like a condiment. Or like the tree bark is used as like a stirring spoon that can also be used to like wipe your face that can still be eaten. And it's like there's these different places that have like different foods and like different items that some are rarer than others and that give like different calorie things, which all makes sense. And then that's the power system. That's the power scaling, is how much calories you eat, or what type of calories you eat.
So I feel like morbidly obese.
Well, no, that's not the case, because to then use power, it uses calories, right? Which makes sense when you're thinking about it like in now, right? Like, if you want to lose weight, you lower your calorie intake. If you're working out and doing stuff, you then need to add more calories to it, right? So that you can continue working out, or so that your body doesn't fucking malfunction, right? So that makes sense. But this is like on a cracked version where it's like Toriko eats 100,000 calories a fucking day.
He's the Flash.
So that he can do these super fucking crazy shit that takes like so fucking long to do for no fucking reason.
That sounds horrible.
It is, man. I started watching it because of that fucking like that basically trace horny boys of like fucking the main characters of these shows, because I was like, oh, Toriko's probably really cool. And you want to know something? In One Piece, there is an episode where Toriko and I guess because Oda and maybe the creator of Toriko know each other, so they were like, oh, let's get Toriko up on its feet because One Piece is going like so crazy high, we want Toriko to. Right? Just like as a favor. They do have an episode. Did I watch it? Fucking no. Why? Because I knew it was going to be fucking boring. Because it's the same reason why like a lot of people don't watch filler, especially with One Piece.
Yeah. Because
a lot of it is just like, oh, Luffy does this thing that he would never fucking do.
What?
Make a plan.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go. Because Luffy's literally not known for using his brain.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it just doesn't make fucking sense. And then you have Toriko, who's like, we're gonna eat all the good stuff. And Luffy's like, yeah, but like we shouldn't, because we gotta do this thing and
the
help
Mickey
whatever.
The Mouse.
The Mickey the Mouse. It's just
you see, it's like that one episode of Dragon Ball Z where Goku does the maths. I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah.
No, it's the driver. Remember the episode where
the Piccolo and Goku driving episode? I mean, a lot of people like that.
I like that episode a lot because it's kind of like, oh, Goku in his teen years was like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna drive a car.
There are episodes that like make sense, right? Like there are some filler episodes that like I get this, right? Like in the Buu saga of Dragon Ball, where we have like Gohan, this is all filler, Gohan going to school. Kind of makes sense. Gohan is growing up, he's learning, right? Let's see his antics in school. He fucking gets nailed in the head with a baseball. He jumps 100 feet in the air to catch a baseball, right? All this is fun and fine. And it's all fun and games. But it's filler, it doesn't mean anything in the whole grand scheme of the story. There is G8 in One Piece that like is not in the manga at all. That actually is just like pure animators made it. That personally don't drive away from like how the main cast would react to certain things. And the main antagonist the main antagonist who is this guy who likes to fish and play chess. It's a really chill fucking dude. You're like, oh, he's like this warden, or he's part of the Navy, right? And the Navy is like the antagonist for the pirates, right? And you're like, oh, I'm gonna hate him. He's a pretty fucking chill dude. He's like really cool. He like knows that like the Straw Hats also aren't like bad or evil, because like they didn't just land in the middle of the bay here and then just start like destroying shit. They ran away. It's almost like the secret spy thing, because they have to get to their boat and they're in the middle of this like fucking this compound, that they're both like, of course, right? It's like the one thing that I don't like, right? They're both falling from the sky, perfectly lands like a bullseye in the middle of this fucking place. Like, come on.
So why do you know anything about the guy that's really chill? Does he have a reason to be in the militaristic government?
Well, okay. I mean, this gets into a lot of One Piece talk. He works for the government.
Oh, okay.
Of One Piece, right? The world government of One Piece, but he isn't a part of the world government like the admirals. They they are basically under the eye of the world government. Besides Vice Admiral Garp. And the only reason, and the thing is, Garp could easily be the like main admiral, right? The only reason why he isn't is because he doesn't want to deal with the world government. He doesn't want to be under the boot of the world government. He's fine with taking orders from other people, who's not the world government, because he knows
they're assholes.
That they're assholes, exactly. Yeah. So this guy, I'm forgetting his name. I don't think it's Smoker, because that's someone else completely, and he's awesome. They are just like, they're just a captain, or they're just like whatever, but they're not like, he's no admiral, basically. So he does whatever he does, but he's like, oh yeah, like Luffy's chill. He just wants food. So let's lure him with food, and other shit. It's like about 5 episodes, I want to say, maybe it's 3. It's so fun. It's so funny. And to be honest, it's like the one bit of like, filler I've ever seen in any show that's like actually pretty good. And doesn't like stray too far from, What? Jairo's looking at me intensely. No, this is Anime Talk Part 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
So
no, I feel like we were supposed to talk about Call of Duty, and
we definitely were supposed to talk about Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2.
Can I shoot that?
But yeah, you can.
Oh, no piece. Shoot. Oh, okay. Where do I shoot?
I don't know. You could shoot Boris, the green thing over there. Oh. He caught that shit. That's hilarious.
He caught that shit in his neck.
But I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. One Piece is definitely one of those shows that, like, if no one has watched, watch it. But like, I mean, it's 1,000+ episodes and chapters if you're trying to read it.
People are trying to skip. People were telling me that you could skip it through the movie.
Yes, you can. 100%. There's an easy way to do that. I could show you. You can get a huge head start. Of course, you won't like get like an accurate representation of what the manga has shown, because it's like a movie and they gotta like pinch it in like an hour or so.
Yeah.
But like you could do it if you don't want to watch all of Romance Dawn, which is about like 70 episodes. You could watch the movie Romance Dawn, which basically explains how Luffy got Zoro all the way up to Sanji, and as well as Nami and like Arlong Park, which is like the I would say the hypest part in Romance Dawn, next to Barati, where they finally get Sanji and they have to deal with fucking Mr. Krieg, who is a shitbag and a shitlord. But I mean, also Arlong looks at humans like Frieza looks at Saiyans, so yeah, it's kind of like, how much of a shitbag can you?
I mean, there's always a Frieza in the anime. I mean, I think the second Hokage, we got the silver hair.
You are talking to someone who's never watched Naruto.
Okay. Well,
is he like old a little bit? No, and he has like red streaks.
No. That's I think that's the fourth Hokage. Just look it up. Just you're staring at me like he.
Oh my god. Okay, let's
Okay.
Porn.
Second. Okay. Yeah, him.
Oh, him.
Yeah, he really did not like Sasuke's people.
Really?
Yeah, he ordered the hit on Sasuke's people. He used
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But he really He doesn't like. I feel like he has slurs in his head, but he doesn't listen to the public. Like
he's the weird uncle that like is racist but knows how to hide it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you're dating one of those. What do you mean?
Oh my Jesus! Really?
What
Really?
Do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm not gonna keep looking at this, but
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Second Okage, more like Frieza.
More like Frieza.
Oh my god,
More like Jack Black. More like
Yeah, Jack Black is like a gift from the god. I swear to God, if Jack Black ever dies, I have to kill myself to fight God.
We're gonna keep this here. I don't think this is Jack Black.
No, that is.
That might is that him?
Yes. So Jack Black
when he was pretty big, but that might just be the shirt.
He fluctuates in weight a lot. Sometimes he gets really big. Sometimes he gets like medium. Like look at him during he met Tyler the Creator.
That's hype. This is hype. This is hype.
When did he meet Tyler the Creator?
I don't know, but that's hype.
Oh my god.
This is all.
That just makes Tyler the Creator cooler. I don't know.
He looks like a completely different person.
Yeah.
With like this type of haircut.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep young Jack Black here just so that
it's kind of weird because I thought Jack Black was Hispanic, but he's just a white guy.
Yeah, he's just a white guy.
He's just a white guy, and I thought like some part of me related to Jack Black.
Some part relates. I relate to Jack Black.
Yeah, a lot because like I remember who was like it was like I said the lyrics wrong because like I'm fucking he would make sounds. Remember the fuck? It was,
yeah, in one of his songs, yeah, in Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Also, if no one's watched Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny, give it a fucking watch. Give it a fucking watch.
You're gonna gargle my man.
No, it's you're gonna be his eternal sex slave. You're gonna gargle mayonnaise. No. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Unless we give him some rockin' mama jam. me and my dad love Jack Black and everything that he does. When I told him that fucking he's Bowser in the new Mario movie.
Yeah.
He was like, no fucking way. I was like, yeah, he is.
A lot of people were saying that Jack Black was hot for being Bowser, and I like wanted to live lives.
I mean, this is him now.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
I would.
You would? You'd bang Jack Black?
I would.
I see Jack Black as
I would.
When I was gaining a lot of weight,
I would.
Oh my god, why is this him? He's in a Speedo.
He is. Do you not know? Like a year or two ago, he had like WAP in the background and he was dancing to it.
He's on all social media platforms.
That's what this whole thing was.
I know his kids have a YouTube channel.
WAP and Speedo.
I remember there was a brief while where like there was no content of Jack Black, and then out of nowhere, I think just before COVID, he was like,
because his biggest movie was Jumanji and Jumanji 2 at the time. I wouldn't say it's his biggest movie. I would say that's probably School of Rock and Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
If we're talking about like him voice acting and whatnot. But
fucking love Kung Fu Panda.
Dude, Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. Going back to like me and my dad. My dad loves Kung Fu Panda, the first one.
Yeah.
Specifically because and this kind of like gets me teared up because it's kind of a beautiful story. The whole idea of like the dragon warrior and like the scroll, right? The dragon scroll, and how it's a mirror. And it's supposed to symbolize that like anyone can be the dragon warrior. You just have to believe in yourself, right? He told me a story of him in school, a teacher being like, if someone gets like straight A's, I will show you like the most important person in the world. And he was one of those kids who got like straight A's and like, you know, it was the end of the marking period. And his teacher was like, oh yeah, okay, I guess I'll show you who the most important person is. And it's like opened up a drawer and he looked and it was a fucking mirror. Yeah, man. And I was just like, oh my god, that's really sweet. That's awesome, man. That's like, it's
making me tear up.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when you told me that and watching Kung Fu Panda. Also, look, I personally don't like the third one, but like Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2 is awesome.
You like the third one?
Yeah, I didn't like the
Was
third
it? The third one was with
The third one, it was he like officially is like the Dragon Warrior, and like this guy from the spirit realm comes back, who has like Kratos fucking what are they called?
His name's fucking Kai.
I think.
You know, no, his name's Kai. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
Mister with the with the keyboard in front of him. Kai.
No, that's not how you spell it.
Oh well, then how do you spell it? Is it Kai?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck you.
Kai, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 3. Yeah, this man.
Yeah, his name's Kai.
Right? Yeah, he has the Kratos fucking things, which is actually really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I didn't like it. I don't know why, but it's when like his father comes back. Poe's father comes back, and it's like, oh my god, yeah.
But he wasn't he in 2 for a little bit? Yeah, he's in 2.
His father is only in 2 at the end. His mother is the one who's mostly in 2. With flashbacks and showing that, like, yeah, she fucking dies.
Yeah, and then the 3 they go into.
Can I just like real quick? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What?
Hey, I'm so sorry.
Oh god, he's killing me.
DreamWorks.
Yes.
Does not give a shit if they show some horrible shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, for like an added effect. Like, I don't think Kung Fu Panda needed, like, I don't think Poe needed a death in his life at all.
He died like twice, right? No, yeah, he died like
Kung Fu
twice.
Panda, Poe?
Poe,
He
because
didn't die.
No, he obliterated himself. Okay, so remember when
He's caduceous. That's how he gets sent to the spirit realm. You're right. Yeah. But the thing is, that technically isn't dying.
Yeah. Oh,
that's just being sent to the spirit realm.
Oh.
And once you're already like a spirit, you can't be sent back.
Oh, okay.
Which is what he does in this picture right here, is he tries to skadoosh, but he's already a spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Kai's already a spirit. Like, that's the whole thing, which is why he has to wrap around and then
he has to literally. Okay, the plot point of that was like Jack Black's suicide bomb. Suicide bomb vests himself so he can beat the villain. So like, imagine Jack Black is like skadoosh.
Yeah, and then
9/11,
and he. Oh my god! Come on, dude. You can't be like that. I mean, you have that. You have fucking also How to Train Your Dragon, which I only watched the first. Didn't watch 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I mean, DreamWorks has a lot of hits, more than they have misses, I think. I think Shark Tale is a huge miss. And Shrek 3, huge miss.
I think, yeah, you're right with Shrek 3. Shark Tale was like...
No. Well, that's the end.
Whoa,
yeah. Jack Black's also in that, which is the, like, craziest thing, too.
Will Smith.
Yeah. I mean...
fucking fish.
That also has, like, who also has, like, a fucking fade for some odd reason, for no reason as well.
Everybody wanted to fuck that one.
She had the lips.
What the it's like, okay, I don't get why people were like, okay, because I remember I saw like forums on it, but people were trying to fuck the black fin fish from Finding Nemo with the fucking yellow stripe, and he had like a scar on his lip and he was in the tank. Yeah.
You know Willem Dafoe voice accent, right?
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Willem Dafoe? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe voice accent.
Oh, that's crazy.
You could. I didn't know that until like someone told me that and I heard it. I was like, oh fuck, that is Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazier when you think about like Mirage being Sonic. The voice actor for Mirage is Sonic. He's one iteration. He's the iteration from that. Apparently that shitty Sonic show, Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom is not a shitty show.
No, that's what people said.
No.
Some people said, and then it died because Cartoon Network kills everything that's cool.
No. I think you're a little wrong on that.
The game was shitty.
The game is Sonic 06 Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm saying that a lot today, but it's true.
You should just put gameplay of it from like a random YouTube
From
source.
Game Grumps.
No, Game Grumps just copy claims it. I'm like, oh no.
I mean, well, no, we're using it as a reference. You know what? You want to know what's funny? I think this is going to be the episode where we're going to be looking at a screen. I'm going to try and get us to look at a screen.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I'll like cut out the fucking background so that we can like put something there.
I think since we're here, I feel like this episode should be longer than what it is because
I mean, we're an hour and 4 minutes in technically right now, and it's probably going to be a little bit less. So
okay, well, okay,
we'll make it We'll make it an hour and 30, and then you know what? We'll make an hour of us talking about COD.
Yes. Yes, Call of Duty.
So, I mean, dude, it's one of those things. I don't know.
One of those things that you're like kind of like, oh, I recognize the actor's voice.
Oh yeah,
and then you look them up, and then you stare at it, and you're like,
and then
I was right.
You want to know what's funny? He also voice acts a character in The Owl House.
Oh yeah.
It's like a really creepy conspiracy theorist.
Oh.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
I tried to get into Owl House, but the thing is, like, I think.
You might make Alex real mad.
No,
I love The Owl House too. You fucking ass.
Sorry.
No, but continue.
No.
But continue.
Just dies. Okay, no, I like the like I tried to get into it, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I don't know, something about it was like I need to start from episode 1 and like actually get into it, but like I haven't had the time to, and like I saw parts of Gravity Falls, right? I know what Gravity Falls is, and it's great, but like I just kind of plopped in and I was like, yeah.
You can't be like that.
Sometimes,
Unfortunately.
yeah.
Certain shows, Gravity Falls, until you get to like really like the end of season 2.
Yeah. Starts mattering.
Yeah, it's a very like episodic show. So like I kind of understand that. Like you could start probably like almost at the end of season 1. You just have to understand who Bill Cipher is. And
Yeah.
it's all good. But like the Owl House, it's at points seems like it's episodic, but it's one of those shows where it's like it'll put shit in the beginning, like it'll move a pawn in the beginning and it won't matter until like the very end, and it's like, oh fuck, it's at the end of the board and it's a queen now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know well, that Alex was telling me that Disney was getting rid of the show.
Yeah, the Owl House is gone.
Owl House.
The Owl House is gone, and it's only going to have like two or three more episodes that are like basically like mini movies that are like about 30-45 minutes.
That sounds
episode 1 of season 3 is out, and it's pretty good.
It was kind of like that portion where like, remember Infinity Train?
That's the same. That's kind of the same thing. Like,
yeah.
But actually no, because to be honest, the Owl House was canceled because Disney doesn't like gay relationships. It just doesn't. And before anyone like says anything about that, literally Disney said that the Owl House does not represent Disney's ideals.
So gay bad, apparently.
Yes, exactly.
No, but it makes sense. It makes sense because you know the guy who founded Disney, right?
Walt Disney?
Yes.
I don't know.
You know his past history?
He's probably an ass, and he
was racist, he was homophobic.
Oh,
he was like a deck of cards of just bigotry.
Yeah.
And
no wonder why Disney fucking in during World War II made fucking
Nazi
propaganda.
Yeah, they did.
That actually makes so much more sense.
Warner Brothers, unironically, and there's a lot of companies that kind of have this like very negative. They had content for their times, in quotation marks.
Yeah,
but Warner Brothers had a lot of slave movies. And Disney also kind of did that as well. And it was kind of like they made these shorts for the time, but if you look back at them, you're kind of like, it's kind of like when people
doesn't say anything.
No, like you I think they know what my face looks like, but like essentially it's kind of like when everybody stares at Popo from like Dragon Ball Z, and you're kind of like,
it's fully black and the big lips, and
you're just kind of like, there.
Yeah, but like, okay. My only gripe with that is like, if it's one of those things where it's like, It's man, I can't think right now. What the fuck? The
What?
guy's name with the cat in the box, and like if you look at
John and Terry?
no.
John,
Okay,
Tom,
John Terry, man.
Tom and Jerry.
No,
I said
no.
John and Jerry.
No.
Jamba Juice.
Oh my god, no.
What did I say? Garfield?
No, it's not that. No, it's
Jonesy from Fortnite?
stop. It's like it's the I forgot the guy's name, but it's not a show. It's a the cat is in a box and you don't know if the cat is dead or not unless you open it. And you don't even know if the cat is there unless you open it. I can't think of it right now. It's probably gonna come to me later on. I'm gonna scream it. But it's like that where it's like if you're looking at Mr. Popo and you're seeing him as a different being and not like a black person,
Yeah.
right? It's not like for me, it never was racist, right? Because I didn't see Mr. Popo as a black guy who had like big fucking lips, big red lips, and was completely black. It was like it's another fucking thing, just like Jinx from like Pokemon. It's a Pokemon, right? It's not a person. It's not trying to imitate a person or like a human being, even though it has even though it does have like humanoid personal like appendages and whatnot. I understand that, right?
Yeah.
But like if you do see that in like that, oh, it's racist, like then yeah, it's going to be racist and whatnot. And it's just, and this is not me like trying to downsize it, but it's like is it weird that I sit here and I'm like, that's not racist because it's not a human being? Like there are, if we look at if we do look at I can't think right now, Dragon Ball Z, there are black people with those characteristics that are not as black as Mr. Popo. They're brown skin, but they do have big fucking lips. If we go in Dragon Ball and the Red Ribbon Army, I think everyone knows that there's this guy who fucking pilots a ship. He's a big black guy with big ass fucking lips. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's weird.
That is weird.
That's where it gets, whatever. And like Japan has had the biggest fucking trouble with that. I love how we went to fucking Owl House and
Nazi propaganda.
Nazi propaganda.
Yeah, because like it was okay. So the two countries that sided with. Germany.
Okay, can we not stop? No, it's taking us down another rabbit hole.
Yes.
No
Bigotry.
Long story short, look, Mr. Popo is another being of itself, and he's scary because he could probably one shot Frieza, and it's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, Team 4-star.
No, not Team 4-star.
What do you mean?
Their idea of how they got Mr. Popo? You want to know their idea?
What?
Have you watched the Boo Saga? Okay, so it was as a joke, but it wasn't like a filler thing. It's when Gohan and Trunks, right? They were supposed to learn the fusion technique, right? So they learn it at the lookout. They've never been to the lookout. And this is after like Boo started fucking eating people and whatnot. So when they see Mr. Popo for the first time, they think like Mr. Popo is like Boo's like henchman and whatnot. So they start to attack him in Super Saiyan form. Goten and Trunks, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Popo like doesn't fight them, but he stands his ground blocking shots. And like at this point, right? Like both Goten and Trunks, because they're Super Saiyans, could easily one-shot Frieza. So you kind of have to think like, oh shit, Mr. Popo's pretty fucking strong.
I didn't realize if you plops, and it's
that's how they. But long story short, that's how they got their idea from like from that to make Mr. Popo like strong as shit.
Yeah.
But you were saying
no. Okay, so if you plopped any of the future characters into the Frieza arc,
one shot,
it would be
everything.
It would be the funniest thing because Frieza would probably be decimated because. Yeah, I believe
100%.
Because people say Frieza is different from their race because Frieza's race has never even been like
the only time we talked about this before.
There's no name for Frieza's race.
There is a name for Frieza's race.
What is it?
It's the Frieza race. The only time we know this, I know. The only time that anyone really knows this is in Xenoverse 1 and 2. Universe 1 and 2, when you make your character, you can make them the Frieza race.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's really shit, and I don't think like I think maybe Toriyama said that it's just like Frieza's race is just Frieza's race. There isn't like an alien name for it. It's just like that. So, I mean, it's a really shit explanation, but it's like the only thing that we have for like Frieza's alien race.
I think Frieza was experimented on as a kid to be
From like for King Cold, like
yeah,
King Cold was doing shit.
King Cold is like an average. Oh no, it's not an average. He's an abnormal thing.
Yeah.
Well,
he's also always in his second form.
He's always in his second form. We've never seen him in any other form because Trunks murdered him so quickly and efficiently.
Well, yeah, because Trunks understood the assignment and isn't like fucking Vegeta or Goku who's like, yo, give us your final form and we'll fuck you up. And then gets fucked over by Cell.
It's kind of funny because since Trunks went into the past, it created a butterfly effect, which also made the timeline worse, but better at the same time.
Yep.
It basically caused so many events. It even made Goku's reproductive cycle because that kid, Goten, literally just came up and he was like,
when he just spawned, buff. Yeah.
When I feel like Chi-Chi couldn't even smack him because Chi-Chi was already.
Dude,
I think she's technically related to a deity.
A deity?
Well,
ooh,
yeah,
the Ox King.
The Ox King, right?
He's not a deity.
I thought he was a deity.
He's a regular ass guy.
I thought he was. They're definitely superhuman.
No. Okay.
They're superhuman.
Let's not mince words here.
Okay.
The Ox King is a fucking beast in Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball Z, he's a fucking pushover. He literally becomes like the grandpa that we all love.
Yeah.
Right. And is like the weakest character, unfortunately. But like in Dragon Ball, he's a menace. To be honest. Yeah, he is. He's like a huge fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Like he is strong, which is why like Chi-Chi is also strong because like you know
she's superhuman.
But you also realize right that like Chi-Chi is the reason why Goten goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Because she like trains with Goten and like pushes him, and he like gets like very upset and becomes Super Saiyan. So and like she fights him, Jairo. She fights Goten.
No, I know in human form, like she.
In human form. What do you mean she doesn't go into any other form?
No, but she's okay. So it's the thing. It's kind of funny because like I always think about it in the back of my mind because Krillin is a human.
Krillin is, I have to say,
an abnormal human with no nose, but with only holes, like the sniff. Like, look at Krillin's nose.
I don't think he has a nose.
He doesn't. Krillin does not have a nose at all.
No, he doesn't even have like
he's noseless. Dots. Yeah, I think
this is a nice picture of Krillin.
Yeah, this is a nice Chris, but
holy shit! That's an epic scene of Krillin.
That was when he was about to kill
Vegeta. Yeah, 100%.
And it's kind of funny because if he had killed Vegeta, they would have died way sooner than
they would have been fucked. I think.
Yeah, and I kind of love.
Actually, they probably would have waited for Goku, to be honest, the entire way because I think all the Namekians would have never told any of them how to summon a Purunga. That was the main thing. Because to use the Namekian Dragon Balls, you needed to speak Namekian. Frieza would have killed every single one of them and would have never figured out. At the same time, most likely, they wouldn't either. But I think... Oh man, this is such a hard thing.
But
they would have gotten... I think at a certain point they would have gotten steamrolled. Yeah. But I also think at a certain point they would have had to fight Ginyu Goku. And I think they would have won. And I think...
No, I think Ginyu Goku would have killed them.
No.
You think?
Because Ginyu doesn't know how to access Goku's powers. He doesn't know how to do the Kaioken. He doesn't know how to like buff himself up.
Oh, that's true.
That was the whole reason why why fucking Gohan. It's the whole reason why Gohan beats Ginyu Goku's ass. The only reason. Only reason.
But, well, yeah, but also Gohan is just the potential for Gohan's existence.
No, the potential.
I mean, he's half human, he's half fucking Saiyan. He's the best of both worlds. That's
Dude,
okay. I have a theory.
Goten and Trunks are too.
Well, yeah,
I don't know about this like fucking bullshit, like, oh, but they were born second and whatever. Dude, they have more potential than fucking Gohan, technically.
they do.
The only reason why they're fucking ass is because fucking no, it's because they don't train. My guy, they train more than Gohan in the fucking Buu saga. I have no idea what the fuck you mean they don't train.
No. Okay, what I'm saying is, I think Gohan when he doesn't.
You mean he trains harder?
He trains harder, but also
Fair
he remembers things better. And Gohan and
Goten
and Trunks. Sorry,
it's okay. It's okay.
they are both good fighters, but they're both still kids. They're irresponsible. They don't kind of respect the art to the form, and they could have beaten Buu. Or they could have at least damaged.
Well, they saw it as a game.
They saw it as a game
because they're still children.
Yes,
that's my only argument.
And I think they weren't understanding the concept that their whole family was slaughtered, and they were basically in a death match with a being that was going to mercifully.
They're kids.
They're kids.
They're kids.
They're kids, but they died like kids.
I mean, yeah, they were murdered at the game. I mean, no.
And like, Goku was like,
Jesus. Come on.
Goku is like, when my family gets murdered, and then
come on, man. I mean, that literally is my only argument, is that like they are just kids.
Yeah.
And because they are just fucking kids, it's like, I mean, you can't like really do anything, right? Like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense. It's just, it's dumb. It's kind of the same, but at the same time, when you think that Toriyama wanted Goten to be like the new Goku and like Gohan to still be in like the fucking shadow and whatnot, it just irritates me because it's like they could have been. This could have been like at the end of the day, like Gohan, Goten, and Trunks being better than their fathers in more ways than one.
I think the thing is, people just liked Goku more, so they
did,
and they're because Toriyama wanted to replace, like, I think after the Cell Saga,
he like wanted Gohan to be the new Goku,
and yeah, which is good. And Toriyama also hated Vegeta's existence
until everyone started to love it, because to be honest,
he can't get rid of Vegeta.
Look, he made an amazing anti-hero.
Yes.
He made an amazing anti-hero. He made an amazing antagonist anti-hero that became a hero, and it was an amazing storyline.
Yeah, but he was like,
I want to control, delete that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he still couldn't, and he still didn't, even after Vegeta's last appointment or whatever towards the end of Buu Saga.
You know what makes me sad?
What?
Raditz. The potential.
You always say Raditz
or Nappa.
You always say Raditz and Nappa. I will say Nappa got a fucking shit hand. Yeah. Literally in the show, and this is why I love DBZA. In the show, like, Vegeta just kills Nappa outright for no fucking reason. Yeah. Just no fucking reason. In DBZA, they make Nappa a menace to fucking Vegeta's whole life, which makes him like actually kill Nappa, because he's just such an annoying piece of shit, which like makes more sense than anything that Vegeta does in the actual show.
Yeah, and then fucking Nappa basically raised Vegeta.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, I think it's implied.
It's implied, but like,
I think it's implied, but I don't know if it's like true.
I don't know.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's implied, but and I don't like when they basically, for the new Dragon Ball Super movie, they kind of redid the Saiyan race, and they were basically like, let's kind of take Superman's origin story and kind of make it into Goku, but also don't make him special.
Are you talking about the past?
Yeah, they took the past, because like they were like, oh, let's do a redesign on Bardock.
Okay, no. Well,
they redesigned him, and he's not like the original Bardock. They basically made everybody likable, and I like what they did with Broly.
Oh wait, okay, sorry. No, wait. When I meant the past, I meant like Dragon Ball Z past. You're talking about like the new Broly movie.
The new Broly movie basically takes it literally.
No, I know.
Gets rid of the old
Bardock movie and whatnot, and even the Bardock special.
Yeah, and Broly. unironically.
Then they add Broly. And they had a better Broly, to be honest, I think.
Yeah.
They actually, like, give Paragus, like, backstory and Broly backstory that, like, makes sense for why, like, Broly just hates, like, Broly hates both Vegeta and Goku.
Yeah,
literally, it's like Broly starts to fight Vegeta first, which makes complete sense, and then starts to fight Goku second, which makes complete sense when he realizes, oh, Goku's working with Vegeta.
Yeah.
So his backstory is so sad too.
It is.
And I'm so glad that, like, hopefully they bring, like, there's like a scene of him in the new Gohan movie, and I just hope that, like, in the show they do something, they bring him back. But then again, like, the manga, they don't, so it's like weird.
It's kind of weird because they had started the anime before the manga, so that's why, like, some story arcs kind of like, so Dragon Ball Super anime came before the actual manga that was supposed to come out, and then when Dragon Ball Super had its ending hiatus, then they started releasing the manga to catch up with the anime whatsoever, but they redid certain events and actually made some events better, and I
hope so, man. Because some of it's
like the Black Arc was like a shit show, but in the manga it's a lot better and it's more like structured and some things. There's some
Goku tries to do Hakai in the manga, which is pretty fucking fun to think about, to be honest. Like, the savior who at every single turn, when it came to Vegeta, when it came to not really Cell, when it came to Vegeta and fucking Captain Ginyu, everyone on planet Namek, including Frieza, including Nappa, including fucking Raditz for a short period of time, he was like, I will battle you to the point where you will know that I'm stronger, so you can fucking leave.
It's quite hilarious.
That guy who's like the savior and also the person to, like, forgive and forget in the moment, tries to do an ability that erases someone from the entirety of the universe.
No, but the reason...
It's pretty ironic.
No, okay, because the reason was Goku Black directly murdered his family in another timeline.
And
I understand why Goku was like, you know what, fuck my morals, I'm throwing them out for today. You need to die. Mr. Electric, kill him now! I mean, kill him now! I don't want to block him, I want him to die!
I mean, it completely makes sense. I like that they kind of kept that with, like, the Buu Saga and Cell Saga a little bit as well, where it's like these things are monsters. Like, we should not keep them around. Yeah. Which is why, like, with him dying at the end of the Cell Saga, it's like, kind of, it's very adult of him to be like, like, I like to fight, but the world shouldn't have to deal with, like, me and my shitty fucking decisions of, like, staying, because if I stay, more strong things are gonna come.
I just realized the Buu Saga was technically destined to come no matter what, because the Majin thing was on Earth, because that's what Trunks had to kill during his timeline. So, like, that event was going to happen.
The egg? Oh, I don't know if it was... I don't know if it was on Earth. No. No. It wasn't on Earth, because Boo...
Yeah.
He ate a different fucking...
Or you could try to look it up on Google.
Yeah, and then read it for 20 minutes to try and cipher it?
Just read it and just be like, yes.
No.
I will.
No. Okay, so he eats one of the elders, was why he becomes Fat Boo.
Yes.
One of the Elder Kais.
Yeah, and that's all the way in the past. That's not in the future.
All the way in the past, yeah. Yes. I think they bring the egg to...
Oh, yeah, it was on a planet.
They bring the egg to Earth, or on some fucking thing that Babidi had, so that they could suck out energy to then put energy in this egg so that Boo can come back.
Yeah, so that's why Goku kind of came back, because it was an event that was always going to happen.
Oh, but Trunks doesn't fight Boo.
No, he does.
He does not fight Boo.
In the Super
he does not fight Boo. In Super, he fights fucking this like Red Satan man and Bobbity,
And
who
then he
want
cuts-
to. No, he doesn't.
He kills the thing before it's born.
No, he doesn't.
Right,
He
doesn't
kills
abort it.
Bobbity and he kills the Satan guy
Okay.
before they could even hatch it.
Yeah, yes, he aborts the
Yes.
baby.
No, but what you're okay, never mind. Never mind. We're saying the same thing, but we're saying it differently. But what I am saying
Gone.
specifically is that he doesn't fight Boo
Yeah,
specifically. He fights
Yeah.
the guys who want to fucking
Resurrect Boo.
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
so he's not in that
Okay.
time. That's
We got it, guys. Oh my god. Jesus.
no. So basically, yes, you're correct and I'm correct. We're saying it differently, and you're having a seizure because I'm saying it.
Dude, I'm gonna eat your fucking nuts. Don't
Yeah.
make me.
Yo, don't the judge. Don't give me a good time. Yeah, honestly, that's basically me. And it's fucking horrible. You know, they eat my nuts and they kill me and fucking
Every relationship, friendship,
Yeah,
platonic
every-
relationship.
girl. Like Jesus Christ, it's like, you know, we get each other, but they say they think we're saying things. Motherfucker! Yo, I was born.